and you'll find before long that you are running, or you've run 500 metres without needing to walk, and then you'll find a bit more time and effort into it, and you've run 1,000 metres. And it's good to think of it that way rather than just 1 kilometre. It's like, wow, 1,000 metres. Wow, I never thought I'd do that. So, I suppose the point I'm trying to make in a long-winded gas bagging way is that the mental side of running is a part of the success of it. I wouldn't say as big or equal, I don't know, but if you can develop the strength of mind and a sense of determination that you're going to do whatever it is you've said in running it, you probably will. Somebody, I think it was Walt Disney, might have said, and I think I've even said this one before, if you think you will, you will. If you think you won't, you won't, and you'll be right either way. As I'm not going to go on about the power of positive thinking and so on, but if you think you can succeed at it, you probably will, but it'll take effort and time. Out here on the road here, it's called Chinamans Lane. I don't know why it's called Chinamans Lane. I understand that some people might think in this day and age that's an offensive name for a road. It should be changed or something. I've not ever been aware of any campaign to have it changed. Perhaps the people who live out here don't care too much about that. I don't know what the size of the Chinese community in Goulburn is, and how many, if any of them, are aware that this road is here and has this name. And maybe they've got other things to think about, running their businesses and so on. But it's just called Chinamans Lane, and here I am running it, and trying to go up this rise, which I came upon sooner than I thought I would. Talking too much. Taking my mind off and running a bit. So now, directly ahead through the fog here is a Crookle Road. Crookle, C-R-O-O-K-W-E-L-L, comes out Crookle. We locals say that's about 40 k's behind me Now I'm going back towards the river over the Marsden Bridge. On my right here is the edge of Mary Martin Estate, and on the left is the edge of the Mistful Park Estate, and you see there's a key intersection. You see, I think it's called Box Road. It might be Franklin Street, I'm not sure which. It's where the K&G's cafe is. I'm going to go off in there for a bit, do a bit of running around in there. I said I'd decide when I got to this point I could just keep going and go straight up Fitzroy Street and so on. But I'm going to run around in here a bit. All of this land out here was once agricultural land. I think sheep or wool and just paddocks that farmers used. And then probably over the last 10 years or so, the land has been, the owners of the plots here have sold off large portions of it, and it's been developed into this housing estate. This section of it is called Mistful Park. Yes, this is Box Road we're on. And that's Franklin Street there where the childcare centre is. And so large portions of the land have been sold off and developers have bought it and sent it all into housing estates. And so a lot of development here on the edge of the city of Goulburn, and lots of people either selling up in town and moving out here because they want somewhere a little quieter, or in some cases it's people from the ACT who can't afford to buy there, that are living here and commuting to somewhere in Canberra for work. Over on the left there's still some, and further up here, some undeveloped blocks. That is, they've been marked out, and nothing's being built on them just yet. As you can see here, one's well underway. Vacant block, and you can see the fencing for the next block there, and there's some slabs have been poured. 2 houses going to go there, or 2 dwellings. when I said people from the ACT, I haven't seen any cars yet along here with ACT registrations, but one's just back there with a Victorian plate. Maybe they're just visiting for a few days or something. This fog will eventually burn off. It won't take till 9 o'clock or up past 9 or thereabouts before it is finally gone. And it will then be, I hope, a pleasant day with sunshine. It's almost accepted wisdom in Goulburn that winter officially starts on ANZAC Day and lasts until a long weekend in October. So we've got May, well, the rest of April, but May, June, July, August, September, October, or just at the end of September, which is 5 months, and we consider we're in wintry conditions, and it will be cold, grey and overcast like this. And as they come into July, August and September, especially very, very windy, get the winds that come off the Alps and snowy mountains and sort of blow through Goulburn. In my teaching days, you'd be out in the playground in the middle of winter, and kids want to be outside because nothing worse than being stuck inside all day. And they're outside, you've got to do the playground duty, and the wind almost slicing you in half, and there's only so many layers you can put on before you look like the Michelin tyre man. You just can't wear any more. It's probably the least pleasant activity you'd ever want to do in winter in a school, certainly in Goulburn. And some schools, there were places where the kids could be, where they could be behind a building and sheltered a bit from the wind. Other places, it's just, there's a giant playground down there. Be there where the teachers can see you, and the teachers be there where the kids are, so you can see them. So, needless to say, I'm glad those days are over. If you've watched any of my other running videos and you're still watching at this point, you know that I run around this area quite a bit, and I go up and down these two roads. This one's called Success, the next one's called Vendetta. and then my 2 fingers on the map. And we're just earlier talking about that psychological thing, or the strength of mind or whatever. And I came over that little water course there. I thought, well, I could just keep going, go around the back of the playground and start the run for home. But I decided, well, I'm here, and these 2 roads running up to this one here, and then down it, and then there's a bit of a dip down, and then it's pretty flat, and then there's around this bend here and go up towards the next one, which is Vendetta. It's pretty flat. There is a run up a bit of a rise to Vendetta. So to get to the point, I could have taken the shortcut and said, well, I've done what I set out to do, run the Chinamans Lane thing, now just run home. But I decided to put my mental strength to the test and did this little bit as well. When I get home and look at the maps and charts and all that sort of stuff.